Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is a quick look and tour of the latest build of Windows 10 Redstone 2, which is build 14951, as you see in the watermark on the bottom right. This was released yesterday, October 19th, 2016. And basically, I've installed it today. I didn't have a lot of time yesterday. I installed it this morning, been using it steadily all day today, and actually been impressed. Really nice build. Once again, very solid. If you're looking for new stuff, not a lot of it here, but there are a few little things. And basically, I've used it all day, and it works great. You have to be in the fast ring to get this. And I want to start with three things that I want to propose to anybody, because I've been getting a lot of comments from users and viewers that say, hey, I'm stuck at an old build and I can't go through. So the first thing, if you are stuck at a build that is older than 14931, what I would suggest, because some people seem to say that this works, is to go into your settings, go into the update and security and the Windows Insider program on the left, change your ring to slow, and wait for 14931 to show up. This is a little time consuming, because yes, you will be installing 14931 and then installing 14951, but for a lot of people it seems that it's working. So if you're stuck older than 14931, try this out. If you're stuck at 14931 or later but can't get to 14951, click the Stop Insider Builds here and then restart Insider Builds. Now this will take up to 48 hours before you can see a build probably appear, but make sure that you're in fast ring. It should work for some of you. And last but not least, if you can't get it to work, basically what you want to do is go to the Windows Insider website, download the latest image files of the slow ring, which is 14931, use a USB thumb drive, DVD, anything, and reinstall from scratch your Windows operating system. And after 48 hours, you should be able to upgrade to 14951 like I am now. So what's new in this operating system, this Redstone 2 build? Not a lot, like I said, but there's a few little things. So there are, of course, improved things, once again, for those that have a precision touchpad. If you go to the devices and the touchpad, you will have, of course, in the last build we were talking that there was other gestures possible, but now there's even more that's added. That means you can, for example, control your volume using gestures, stuff like that. They've also introduced a few keyboard shortcuts to go with the gestures. Windows Ink as a new feature called Stencils. So when you go to Windows Ink, if you try it out, of course we had a ruler, if you guys remember. Now you've got Stencils, which shows you a protractor, and also in the options, the combined functionality of the protractor and compass all in one. So you can use that. So this is a new feature called Stencil. So this is, of course, one of the updates, and basically they are expanding all of that, the on-screen tools that work with the pen and the next iteration of Redstone. So there's going to be a few more that's going to be added here, because they're putting a lot of emphasis on the Windows Ink stuff. Camera app improved with some functionality, so you can play around with this in the camera app. Sorry here, but I don't have much in the way of using the camera app. But basically, the camera app has been updated with a redesigned interface. It now also lets you, there's a new toggle control Easier access to settings, improved zoom functionalities, simpler tweaks for pictures and stuff. And basically everything should be a little easier and more interesting to use when you go in the camera app, basically. So you can check that out and see what is available now. One of the things also is that some of these features are not all available for every PC. It depends on the camera that you got. So it's very important to check it out depending on what you're using. A few little things about narrator that's been improved here and there because there were some little problems. If you use the Windows subsystem for Linux, of course, Bash, it's once again updated, and make sure that you have support for Ubuntu 16.04. It also can launch Windows binaries directly from the Windows subsystem command prompt. So basically that's also cool because you can just launch a Windows program directly from this command line, basically. So a few little things like this have happened. Now, of course, there are good new stuff that are fixed. There are bad stuff. Some of you have been complaining about a few things, and you'll be happy that pretty much everybody that complained about something, including the biggest complaint I got from a few of you is some of the games that stopped working. Well, you'll be happy to know that they are back. In the fixed stuff in this build, you have the fixed issue causing PCs that are capable of connected standby, such as Surface Book and Surface Pro 4 to sometimes blue screen. They fixed issues with Forza Horizon 3 Gears of War failing to install from the store. Fixed an issue, and this is the one that a lot of you have been mentioning, fixed issue where larger store games such as Recore, Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, and Rise of the Tomb Raider failing to launch on some machines. So they fixed that. They fixed issues where the console window, command prompt PowerShell and other command utilities may not snap correctly. Fixed issues with the all the agenda items in the taskbar, clock, calendar, flyout, and colors that weren't right. Fixed the add pin button in settings account signing option was sometimes unexpectedly grayed out. Fixed an issue in Groove crashing if you try to reorder the songs. Updated there was an update in the migration logic to now include custom scans codes mapping, and also what that means is that if you have used the registry editor to remap certain keys, well, that change will now stay there. It will not be reset to default. Fixed issue where insiders may experience basically some of the crashes on Adobe Photoshop Express when clicking on the correct button when you want to edit or crop images. They fixed issues regarding the CSV and XLSX files, which is the comma separated values, and the Excel file downloaded from Microsoft Edge, sometimes unexpectedly appearing to be locked. So it was you weren't unable to basically modify it or do things with it. Fixed issue where a remote effects adapter for virtual machine would result in it failing to power on. What is known issues? 3 known issues in this build: signing into apps such as the Feedback Hub, Groove, MSN, News, and a lot of MSN or Microsoft account apps. If you sign out or get signed out of these, apps will not work. If this happens, you cannot sign in. So if you want to send some feedback up, you'll have to send them via the feedback, via the forums. You may experience a crash while using the protractor and sketchpad. I've seen when I've tried to use it, there was a crash at one time. And if you have a third-party antivirus, remember you can't upgrade. That's another thing. If you are using a third-party antivirus in your insider builds, once again they are saying that your update might roll back to an earlier build, because it can't go through. So that's pretty much it that we have for this build. Hope you enjoyed our videos. If you do, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And hopefully you will continue watching our channel. So if you're an insider in the fast ring, you got this build, why not share with us your good or bad or frustrations, or if everything is working right or not. One last thing that I've noticed is that Microsoft Edge in this build seems to work better. And that is interesting because I was mentioning I had a few issues. And you know what? Because I still have my instinct that wants to use basically Microsoft Edge. And so that's always where I click. And you know what? It seems to be working much better in this build for some reason. So I don't know what core issue that they fixed that might fix it, but it seems to be going quite well actually. So I'm pretty happy with that, and actually might make me go back to Edge, at least on the Insider machine, because it seems to be much better. Thank you so much for following us.